Good afternoon, friends. I'm a little late on publishing the video that was intended for the end of April, but nonetheless I wanted to take a few minutes to touch base with you. I know that it's unbelievable that we've got 4 months of this year already behind us, and certainly April was a month full of events and happenings in the office and around all the things that we're doing program-wise. Just by way of general announcements, a couple of reminders and things that you may have read or maybe you have not yet. I know that the Lean Agreement and Lean Security Awareness Training was due, and Jason Cox sent an email for all those who need to update this. This includes signing the form and the agreement, so please do that. Also, we learned that the County of Van Buren, for county employees, again this is county employees in the County of Van Buren, which includes mental health employees and other areas, went through a significant change. Now at least the court personnel, probation and so forth did change the extension name of their emails. So there's an email explaining how those changes will affect the email addresses of the people you may be doing businesses with. So please bear in mind that you will need to re-enter those email addresses in your contacts to make sure that they go to the right person. Also, we appreciate the partnership we've had over the years with our adult services partners within the state, and we know that we have 3 adult services in our county. They are undergoing a little bit of restructuring. We are still keeping the same workers you're used to dealing with. However, their supervision is going to change shortly here. Becky Brisboe is going to be the new supervisor. We'll do an introduction in the upcoming days here, but just know that J.D. Shepard, who has been the supervisor for adult services covering Van Buren, will now be covering Kalamazoo and Calhoun, so he will no longer be with Van Buren. We are appreciative of JD's accessibility and guidance and partnership, and we look forward to working with Becky, who will be serving Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties. We are in the month of May, and many of you have heard or read emails that this is Mental Health Month. We have a very nice resource that was shared by Nikki in terms of Van Buren mental health, highlighting the tools to thrive, and great tools there to deal with the obstacles of COVID-19. May is also Foster Parent Appreciation Month, and we are celebrating with our foster parents, relative caregivers. We are planning a drive-in event in recognition of their service and their work, and we've also done a short video from many of our workers at DHHS thanking them for the amazing work and sacrifice that they do. May is also Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So if that's in your heritage, congratulations and receive our appreciation. We know for sure at least there is one in our office, Khan, who now works in licensing, former foster care worker. She is obviously part of this group, and we are celebrating with you, Khan, in this month of heritage and recognition for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. So if that's in your heritage, we celebrate with you. Also special to our Mexican American friends or Chicano friends is the Cinco de Mayo commemoration. We just passed, and this is a big day for our Mexican brothers and sisters, celebrating Mexico's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. It's a big chance to celebrate that culture and rejoice in the independence that was gained by our friends and neighbors to the south. Also, coming up in our community, we have trainings geared towards strengthening families, and this is a training that focuses on protective factors. It is sponsored through the Van Buren Great Start Collaborative. There is information out there on that. Also, coming up next month, there is going to be an opportunity to parent and support on a fundraising activity with the Domestic Violence Coalition. The Van Buren Domestic Violence Coalition will have a fundraiser June 12th at the Growlers game, and there is information that has been shared with that. On a more internal update, type of update, I want to get you up to date with some of our staffing changes. You may have read some of this in the emails that we've sent, but we are certainly happy that Jeff Otto was promoted to the HLO position, and just today we announced that Eliza Van Hall has accepted the appointment of working out of class as the licensing foster home licensing supervisor. So congratulations to both those individuals. We were also able to hire an AP worker, Laura Rodriguez. Hopefully you've seen her picture, and she's been introduced to many of you. She started on 517, and we are excited, Laura already started. We are excited that on 517 we have a new AP worker. We will shortly announce his joining Lauren's unit, and that announcement will be coming, and we are excited to have some new energy coming to our county and help us serve the people and alleviate the caseloads that we are experiencing. The children's services positions that are vacant, there is a couple, one in foster care, one in CPS. We are working on interviewing candidates. The team continues to look for the best fit and person to fill those positions, and those interviews are ongoing. So we are hopeful we can announce appointments soon. We are extremely happy and join in wishing Kate Ronsat a good retirement. She has announced a retirement date coming up. There will be more information to come on the celebration. And as you know, Amy Hovey is coordinating, and she's sent some information on how to contribute and so forth. And Kate, we are happy and thrilled for you to begin this new phase in your life, and we thank you for the service you've provided our citizens. There has been other celebrations and good news shared through the PST newsletter. Thank you for sending your stories and sharing your personal joyful moments. And we also, outside of that, were able to witness a little bit of the amazing birthday celebration for our friend Rain Marlene Lassiter. Happy birthday. It was a tremendous event for what it looks like. And we also recently received news from Lauren Wilming, AP supervisor, that there is a new grandchild welcome into his family. Congratulations, Lauren. Exciting to have those great news. And certainly, we celebrate with you. So keep those great stories coming. Share your pictures. Don't hesitate to include us all so we can enjoy these events with you. Return to office work continues to be a topic, and we have a standing date of mid-July, July 12th. Our local office certainly has a plan that we continue to tweak, and we are looking into maybe necessary lobby redesigns like plexiglass barriers and perhaps even a notification system to allow us to have clients wait in the parking lot until they can be ushered in. So we are looking into all those plans to be as ready as we can be should we be resuming office-based work. And then finally, I do want to leave you with some reflections. We have certainly had a busy month, and I know many of us watched the trial that ensued in our neighboring state of Wisconsin due to the killing of George Floyd, and we saw a jury deliver what is in many ways a measure of justice. Although still sad, and acknowledging that the fight for racial justice is still ongoing, I think that this verdict gives us a degree of some level of hope and an understanding that our society is willing to hold accountable those who commit these acts. So it was a moment of reflection and a little bit of hope. And also, perhaps a bit more trivial, but yet nonetheless shocking, was this last week's announcement about the divorce of Bill and Melinda Gates. Certainly surprising and unbelievable, and makes us all ponder how can such great success and achievement and yet otherwise seemingly looking happy and fruitful partnership has to be dissolved, has to come to an end. And this events made me reflect about something I had read before, and that perhaps is the takeaway for all of us. And it goes like this. It says, be kind because everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. And this quote, attributed to Plato or perhaps Philo of Alexandria, was best expanded by Scottish author Ian McLaren, who is known for his work as the writer of Beside the Bonnie Briar Bush. And he was a person who cared deeply for his neighbors, for others around him, and he reflected that most of us are acutely aware of our own struggles, and we are preoccupied with our own problems. Perhaps for us that work in the human services field, we are preoccupied with other people's near to us problems. And it is easy to sympathize with those who we know what the problems they have are, and also with our own difficulties. But Ian McLaren noted wisely, let us be kind to one another, for most of us are fighting a hard battle. So when I reflect about this very public divorce of people who seemingly outwardly look like they were doing great, but yet obviously were battling some internal challenges, I invite you to be compassionate and kind to those that you interact with. Don't always assume that because outwardly they may be looking and doing fine, that they're not fighting their own battle. Let's spread that feeling of kindness, understanding, and sympathy and empathy for others as far and as wide as we can. Have a great May. We'll see you at the end of the month.